How's it going, guys? It's your GB here, and it's time for episode number 4 of my Let's Play HUT series. And as you can see, we're going to start off by opening up our pre-order gold pack, and the best player we get is David Engelin. We got a right wing to left wing card there, but other than that, nothing special. And we're going to pick up Demers here to start off for 1,400 buy now, a solid player that will fit in perfectly for our first defensive line. He's going to be playing alongside Oliver Ekman-Larsson there. Our second line and forward lines, no changes since the last episode. Volsky, Hodgson, Jones on our second, D'Agostini, Cizikas, Subris on our third, and on our fourth we have John Scott, Tim Brent, and Charlie Coyle, as well as Steve Mason in net for us, who started off pretty well so far. So we're going to jump in here into our first game, and this guy's got the Caps logo and jerseys. And to start off here, D'Agostini's going to get a sweet move here, past two of the defensemen, walk it in, and pull a nice move off past the computer goalie there and make it 1-0. Later on here in the first, on a 4-on-4, a little bit of leg, but that's not going to stop Mueller from making a nice move and deking out the goalie, who was human controlled there, to make it 2-0. Later on here, Mueller with another nice move right around the defenseman. He ends up getting tripped up, and that is going to be a penalty shot. So I don't think we've had a penalty shot yet so far this series, but here's a good start for Mueller. And he's just going to walk in, drag it a little bit, and snipe it off the post and in to make the game 3-0. Later on here, Oliver Ekman-Larsson plays it over to Cizikas. He loses the puck, but he's going to get it right back on a little stick lift there. He's going to deke out the goalie and put it away short-handed on a 5-on-3 actually. So a nice job there by Casey Cizikas. Later on here, Volsky's going to end up getting past the defenseman, bounce off a check, walk it in, and snipe it bar down. And beautiful job by Wojtek Volsky there. And that's how the game's going to finish. A nice 5-0 win for our team. 701 EA pucks. With that, we were able to get promoted into Division 8, so a solid job for our team there. And as you can see, domination across the board, and 3 stars were Peter Mueller, Steve Mason with the second, and Mark Fraser with the third. Later on, we're going to pick up Vlasic here for 2,050 in terms of a bid, and he's going to match up nicely with Demers on the first line for a little bit of chemistry there. We're going to jump into the second game here against Gilchap. He's got the Montreal Canadiens logo and jersey. And to start off here, in the first on the power play here, nice passing all around, and it ends up going over to Kopecky. Kopecky's going to shoot for Fraser, and Mueller's going to tip in Fraser's shot. So nice job there by our team to make it 1-0. Later on here on the power play, a beautiful move by Jones past the defenseman. Start off this third, and he makes it 2-0. And to clinch it off here, Charlie Coyle ends up finding Brent wide open, and he's going to snipe it off the post. And a nice job there to make it 3-0. And that, my friends, is how the game would end. A nice 3-0 win for our team. Another good shutout win, and we end up getting 722 bucks from that game and jump ahead with 2 points in the division. And 3 stars for Peter Mueller, Steve Mason once again with the shutout with the second star, and David Jones. We jump into the game against Phil Lavoie, and he's got the Canada logo and the Quebec Nordiques jersey. And to start off here, a couple of passing. It's going to end up going to Kopecky. Kopecky's going to find some room. He's going to snipe it top cheese right there to make it 1-0. Nice job by Kopecky. Later on here, though, the puck's going to end up going to Fleischmann, who tries to center the pass, but it won't go through. But he ends up picking up a rebound off the Mueller shot there to make it 2-0. Later on here, he ends up getting the puck with Stoll, who's going to try to get it to Gallagher in front. Gallagher's going to find some room, though. He's going to snipe it past Steve Mason on blocker side to make it 2-1. But later on here, he tries to get a little fancy with this defenseman. Coyle's able to get some room, and Charlie Coyle puts it away to make it 3-1. A nice job there by our fourth liner. And later on the power play, just before the end of the second, that was an ESHL type goal right there off the face-off. He wins it, and Ekman-Larsson put it away to Clapper. A nice 4-1 win to continue our win streak. 908 EA pucks from that game, so that guy definitely had a pretty good team. We'll jump ahead with 4 points in Division 8. And as you can see with the stats, we pretty much dominated on time on attack, and the 3 stars of the game were awarded to Fleischmann, Mueller, and Demers. Jump to the next game here against Alabama Cush. This guy's got the logo, the Leafs logo and the Leafs jersey. And to start off here, Kopecky ends up getting tripped up on a breakaway, and he's going to get a penalty shot on that one. And I decided to get a little fancy here. Made a nice move here to start it off, and then just fool the goalie into looking for the forehand and the little backhand there to put it away. Later on here, we make a big mistake, and he's going to end up bringing it in and feeding it over to Silverberg and make that 1-1. A nice goal there for him. But that lead wouldn't last too long, because Volsky would end up breaking out with max speed there and puts it away to make it 2-1. Nice goal by Wojtek Volsky. And to finish it off here in the third, about just under a minute left, Nice forecheck by David Jones, and somehow it's going to end up Volsky. Volsky misses the shot, but Hodgson puts away the rebound. And with that, we are able to win that game 3-1. So a nice job there for our team. And we're going to end up picking up 660 pucks here from that game and improving our season record to 3-0. You can see the 3 stars of the game. Pretty much domination across the board, and 3 stars of the game were Wojtek, Volsky, Hodgson, and Kopecky. So the next game here against Uppsala Boys, and this guy's got Minnesota Wild logo and jersey. Pretty solid team as well, and we'll start off here on the power play. Nice cycle going around, and this puck's going to end up going to Hodgson down low. Jones then going to end up picking up a rebound and finding a lucky goal there, wide open. And he would make 1-0. Later on, a pass that ends up going all the way to Niemi, and he's going to play it terribly right to Kopecky. Kopecky's going to take that, no problem. He gets a power play later on here in the second, late in the second, and he's going to find Brodin, and Brodin's going to take a nice clapper there to get it past Steve Mason, glove side, to make it 2-1. Later on here, makes another nice move, and the puck somehow ends up going to Roosevelt, and it's poked in. Not the best way to give up a goal, but we got lucky too. So later on here, though, Roosevelt some redemption. Nice run, and ends up feeding it over to Kopecky to get a second of the game and make it 3-2. And then later on, Kopecky with another nice move, and he's going to feed it over to Mueller, and Mueller's going to take the shot and put it away to make it 4-2. And then a couple seconds later in the third, he ends up tripping up Kopecky, and at this point, he's had enough, and he's going to have a rage. We're going to have a rage win here. 41 seconds left. He is so close to getting pucks, but we end up winning that one 4-2. And with those pucks, we're going to end up picking up Philly Leno and Drew Stafford for 900 and 1800 respectively. They're going to fit well with Hodgson on our second line. We'll jump to this game, and this guy's got a nice Minnesota Wild Classic logo and the Winter Classic Detroit jerseys, which actually look pretty sweet. He's going to start off with Ladd taking a shot, and he's going to wipe the stick, and I don't like when people start wiping the stick really early, because I took offense to that. In the second period, Hodgson's going to get open. He's going to put it away, and you know what, we're going to wipe the stick ourselves. And later on, 1-1 here, and going into the third, our player ends up getting tripped up, but Fleischman gets the feed from Mueller and puts it away to make it 2-1. A minute left in the third here. A nice move by Fleischman. He's going to feed it over to Stafford. Beautiful play by Fleischman there to set it up, though. And to finish it off here, Casey Zizekas finds Brent. Brent's going to get laid out here, but he feeds it over to Demers. Demers ends up beating Duchesne with the speed and puts it away shorthanded to make it 4-1. And with that, we were able to win that game 4-1. A nice win there, and continue our win streak. 650 EA pucks from that game, and we were able to get promoted into Division 7, which gives us the 1,000 puck bonus for that one. And the 3 stars of this game happen to be Drew Stafford, Thomas Fleischman, and Jason Demers. Later on, we'll jump to this game. This guy's got a Leafs logo and jerseys as well. And to start off, Cody Hudson going to get a chance. Dubnyk makes the save, but Leno finds the loose puck after a terrible giveaway there and makes it 1-0. Later on in the first, here a nice cycle ends up going to McBain, and Zizekas is going to tip it in for a goal there to make it 2-0. Later on, though, Stafford's going to find Hodgson here in the second with one nice move. Ends up getting feeding it over to Leno, and Dubnyk isn't able to stop that and somehow squeaks in to make it 3-0. And finally in the third here, after we lay out his player, a nice poke check there, Leno's going to bring it in, beat out the defenseman, and feed it over to Stafford, who is going to get his shot stopped, but another terrible giveaway by his goalie, and Stafford's going to pounce on that to make it 4-0. And that, my friends, is how it's going to end. Another rage win, and we continue our win streak. So we'll go into the last game of this episode, and it's against two-timers, and this guy's got the Pens logo and jersey. And to start off here, we're going to get a chance. Hodgson's going to bring it in, feed it over to Stafford, and Stafford's just going to snipe it to make it 1-0. Later on here, Kopecky's going to give it to Mueller. Mueller with a beautiful move. He's going to feed it to Kopecky again. Johnson with the save, but Fleischman, once again, we pounce on that goalie mistake. That's something you got to always watch out for, and we're able to capitalize on it a little bit better than NHL 13. Here later on in the second, Vlasic's going to make a nice interception. He's going to feed it over to Leno. Leno's going to put it in front for Kopecky, and Kopecky puts it away to make it 3-0. Finally here in the third, Mueller with a nice move, and look at this move. Literally off the skate and puts it through, and somehow it finds itself in. There could have been goalie interference there, but a beautiful move by Mueller and a nice way to clinch it off. A nice goal there by him. And to end it off here, Leno with a nice move to fool the defenseman and snipes it away to make it 5-0. And now, my friends, a little minute later, he ends up getting a chance here. The puck ends up going to Sutter, who's going to shoot. Mason can't handle it with his glove. He picks up the rebound and puts it away to make it 5-1. But that is as close as he would get, because we'd end up winning that game as well, 5-1. And a solid job by our team there. A nice way to win every single game so far in this episode. And we have 757 EA pucks from that game. And we end up getting 4 points in Division 7, so we need a couple more to get promoted, which will hopefully happen in the next episode. As you can see with the 3 stars, Vili Leno, Thomas Kopecky, and Thomas Fleischman. So I just want to say we're 16-1. Our record's doing really, really well. And there's nothing much to complain. We have been winning. Once again, let me know what kind of players you want me to pick up in terms of lines. I mean, I picked up the Buffalo line because it was pretty cheap, and it's actually not too bad. I was concerned about Leno not being too good enough, but he's actually been working out pretty well. And as you can see with the top scorers, top leaders, I guess, Fleischman leads our team with points with 14. He's also tied with Kopecky and Brent with goals with 8. And in assists, it's Fraser up top by himself with 11 assists. And he still hasn't got a goal yet, but hopefully that'll happen soon, as he's on a third line, and he might be getting downgraded soon enough. But anyways, with that, I want to thank you guys for 500 subs. This is a very special video, and I mean, it's taken me a while to, well, a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be to hit 500 subs. I mean, it was a struggle at the end of NHL 13, but I know that's because the game was getting old, and I started not uploading for about a week. But I'm happy to finally hit the mark, and we're halfway to 1,000. If we could hit 1,000 by the end of NHL 14, that would just be amazing. So once again, I want to thank you guys for being awesome subscribers. I'll have a setup video up for you guys tomorrow, and potentially a giveaway. Not 100% sure yet, but I think if I could get enough pucks somehow by trading for the next couple days, I'll have a giveaway for you guys, maybe like 25K or something like that. Not too much, but at least it means something, right? And so with that, we're going to end off this episode of Let's Play Hut, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.